All right. Can you hear us well?
Yeah.
Okay,
I can.
great.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome everybody to another YouTube live conversation with Conversations One on One. Tonight we have the comedian Tyler Perea, and we're going to see what's going on with him. We're going to have a conversation about the crazy events going on lately and Memetic Warfare. So let's get into it. How you doing this evening, Tyler?
I'm doing great, guys. What about y'all?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Hey, we appreciate you coming on with us tonight. And what's been going on since the last time we talked?
Well, since the last time that we talked, the economy's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Well, for people like me, now if I was loaded, had a lot of money, it'd been great.
Oh
But
yeah. Yeah.
gas prices up, so I can't really go and travel because for people who don't know me, I'm in a rural area in Alabama, in Northeast Alabama, beautiful area,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not a lot of comedy in my area.
Mm.
We've tried to bring it to my area, but just didn't have a lot of support. So Huntsville, Atlanta, Birmingham, Chattanooga, and Nashville is kind of like the region that I'll go and travel to. But when gas is $3.50
Oh
a
yeah.
gallon for somebody like me, I and making just gas money to go out to do a show, it's just I can't financially do it. It's just
Mm-hmm.
not possible because I have kids and I have to think about my kids. So I started thinking about, well, I do need to start creating content.
Oh
I
yeah.
need to start getting my social media up and my social media presence. I've been doing comedy going on 6 years. Next February will be 6 years.
Okay.
And so I had to kind of put stand up comedy, kind of had to slow it down a little bit because of the gas prices. So
Mm-hmm.
I started focusing on creating content, and since I have been, I've had some videos do good, and what I'm doing now is I'm trying to post at least 3 times a day, like a lot of people is doing. What I'm doing though is trying to just get comfortable
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
a lot of people they're scared to post. They're scared
Mm-hmm.
to put themselves out there because of the hate comments.
Yeah.
Well, I get that because I was at that point at one point in my life. I was like, oh God, they all gonna hate me. I mean, yeah, obviously they're gonna hate you at some point, but with the world that we live in now, attention spans are very short,
Very short.
very short. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and so they may hate you for a day, but they'll forget about you tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
But you want to get
yeah,
that
so
engagement
they
too. So
started.
the haters do help because what they don't realize is when you don't like something, the best thing you can actually do is to scroll past it. That's the best thing you can do. But they don't want to do that. They want to comment and get emotional about it. And that actually helps the person who created the content.
Absolutely. So my
Hmm.
son, he's so wise. He's wise beyond his years, and I've had some videos blow up, get 200,000, 300,000. It's not just major. I've had 1 million view video, but anyways, I've had several so far get over 100,000, and there's gonna be people talking shit. And my son said, "Dad, look, hate comments is just as good as support comments.
Hmm.
It's engagement, and you want that engagement." I was like,
Facts.
"Oh, okay, cool." So I started doing some kind of rage bait videos, and the rage bait videos that I'll do is like, okay, for an example, I'm not going to do anything political or anything like that for rage bait. I'm just not going to sink that low. I'll sink low, but not that low.
Yeah.
Like there's this python that will eat. It's not a cat. It's some type of possum,
Hmm.
but it's clearly not a cat. But first video that I shared, I thought it was a cat getting eaten. Turns out it wasn't a cat getting eaten by this python. It was a possum or something. Everybody was mad about it. They was mad that I
You called the possum a cat.
misrepresented this cat.
Yeah.
It's not a cat. I said it wrong. So they got mad. I was like, okay. So I found another video of a python eating the same type of animal. And I was like, this is getting out of hand. These pythons are invasive species. They
Mm-hmm.
are eating precious um, house trained, litter box trained cats. This is this is a full grown, yeah, just going on and on about a cat. And like I had several people in my comments again, like, it's not a cat, you dumbass. It's this type of possum. I was like, you lie. You such a and I was like, man, this is pretty fun. That's pretty fun, kind of like engaging with
Oh yeah. Yeah.
haters. And anyway, I don't need to get too far off in the weeds on engaging with haters. But it has desensitized me to the hate comments. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's me just thinking that, well, the attention span, going back to the attention span, is very short. I was like, they'll forget about it in a couple of days, and I'll just keep rolling with that. So
Definitely.
what about y'all? I see that y'all are coming up in the game. I love the green screen in the
Oh yeah.
background, the cow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Y'all
And
put public.
And we changed up the format a little bit so that we just wanted to be a little more polished. And so that's what we've been trying to do, get it polished. And I think we got it polished pretty good now. We're gonna still do some polishing, might make a couple more changes, but we got it pretty polished now. So been doing that and just continuing to network and build relationships because the economy is bad for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can come up off of content or even selling products or just being a businessman and an entrepreneur or a businesswoman and an entrepreneur, that's the best route to go nowadays because it's, can you hear me?
Sound cut out.
He said the sound
Can y'all
cut
hear
out.
me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yes.
you.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah. I
All right,
guess it's
that's
doing that
good.
periodically. We just had a flame fly over too, and the weather's been bad all
His
over
is
the
out.
place. Is it still out?
He
Now I
says
can
out.
hear you.
He said he can't hear you.
Yours is in. Yeah, yours is on.
So mine's is on?
Yeah, yours is on. His is out.
Okay.
I'll do something real quick. Let me turn off and reconnect.
So when you talk about rage baiting in politics, what did you consider as rage baiting in politics?
Rage baiting in politics is, well, kind of like that memetic warfare. What was going to get to where I learned that, I knew that it was going on. I knew that disinformation and a lot of jest is going on serious situations to desensitize the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like either side, a lot of it is making fun of either the left's policies or the left making fun of the right policies.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it started out with the right starting to make fun of Biden and everything, which honestly there was a lot. Sorry, got
It's
No,
okay.
you
It's
good.
fine.
loud cars there. But anyways, just all these memes getting created to desensitize these serious situations like with Charlie Kirk and then the ice raids and everything, and the
Mm-hmm.
Epstein files is the biggest one where, and some government organizations will push out these memes
Mm-hmm.
that will be making fun of these type of situations, which really they don't need to be made fun of. They're serious situations
Oh
like the
yeah.
Epstein client list, and just forget about it. And how Trump is going on like, oh, why are we still talking about Epstein? Why?
Mm.
Because it's important. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's a lot of elite people in those files, and we stopped talking about it. Why do we stop talking? Because there's a lot of children that has been harmed by them elitist type
Mm-hmm.
people,
Mm-hmm.
and so they'll be making memes of pretty much in jest of 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 the Epstein files to desensitize the masses, and also the Memetic Warfare. The more I started digging into it, it is that they uh, they keep dividing the right and the left. They keep polarizing them issues,
Mm-hmm.
and when we start talking as just people, like I used to be a Republican, I'm not anymore. I'm not a Democrat either. I'm an independent.
Yeah.
Uh, because I just realized that maybe these two parties is meant so that we can stay divided. We have a lot more
Mm.
in common
Mm-hmm.
than what they led on to be. Like they want to polarize each side to say that we're completely different people. And yeah, we are different. That's
Mm-hmm.
what makes this country great is all the different people, all the unique qualities that people has to offer.
Yeah.
And instead of embracing that and celebrating that, and because it takes everybody to make this world go round.
Mm-hmm.
But once I just keep seeing just how they keep pushing out this divisive uh meme culture that keeps tearing us apart, because they do know, we all know this, that once we're together and united, that's when we all can
Mm-hmm.
really make a difference. but
Mm-hmm.
but it's easy
Mm.
to control us, and it's a lot easier now with social media and all the information and disinformation that you can spread, and humor is a great way to desensitize people.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with you. And
His mic's out.
Your mic is out.
I don't
You
know.
want my mic? Let's switch.
Yeah,
No,
her mic is good.
I don't know what's going on with the mics here, but so I tell people all the time, just look at the word government. Govern means to control, and ment is mentality and your mental state. So that is the sole purpose of the government. That's
It's
what we have
out.
to. It's
He says out.
it's still out. Is it me?
But she's speaking clear though.
Wow. Am,
She's clear.
am I not supposed to be on here today?
He says he says he's
That's
not
crazy.
supposed to be on here today.
It is crazy. Let me
No,
see
yeah.
what the heck is going on. Maybe it's too close or something. I'm gonna move the microwave. What about now? Can you hear me? I don't know if it's this.
But
Is it some
can y'all
inter?
hear me still?
Yeah,
Oh
we can
yeah, you're
definitely hear
coming
you.
through
I don't know
clear.
what the world is going on. It's always something. Goodness
Well, while
gracious.
y'all are getting into this,
Oh my
I
God.
love what y'all are doing.
Thank you. Thank you, Tyler.
I do love what y'all are doing, and y'all are intelligent people and wise people, and I enjoy talking with y'all, and I'm loving that y'all. I just love this that y'all are doing this.
Yeah, we enjoy talking to you too. We enjoy talking to a lot of the people that come on here. That trust us to, to get the word out and to get whatever's going on with them. And especially you, because you have some people that's biased to certain people or certain groups, but when we first met you, you're an open person, and those are the type of people that we want come on the platform. Open people that that others can see. Everybody doesn't have the same mindset. That even though we all are different, we still share. We still have things in common.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Can you hear me now, Tyler?
There it is.
I
Oh,
see.
there it is.
Okay, I got it. Goodness
There it is.
gracious. I figured out what it was, and I'll know next time. So sorry about the technical difficulty. But like I was saying, govern means to control, and ment is mentality. And when you start looking up the etymology of certain words, you'll see what they actually mean and why certain entities are doing what they're doing. So because the word government means to control your thinking, that's what the government is going to do, control your thinking. And even back to what you said about us coming together, Fred Hampton tried to do this. A lot of people think that the Black Panther Party was a racist organization, but they were not. They were for the people. While the government was for the government, the Black Panther Party was for the people, because Fred Hampton, he got together the poor whites, the poor Hispanics, and the poor blacks and formed the Rainbow Coalition. And they were fighting for better economic conditions, because each group was poor no matter what race you were. And the elites were the elite, as they've always has been, and just wanting to keep control and keep certain people on the bottom and certain people on the top. And the same thing is going on today.
Yeah.
And a lot of this stuff is put in place on purpose. The desensitizing, all of that. Just think about it. Okay, when the atomic bomb was dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, the United States we were heroes. But if you really think about it, these people were over there waking up, going to school, going to work, shopping, just living their life. And next thing you know, it's over like that. But
Mm-hmm.
they're heroes. And in contrast, the Japanese that attacked Pearl Harbor, they attacked the military base. When you're in the military,
Yeah.
you know that you put your life on the line to fight for your country. That's a given. So it makes sense for a military to attack a military base during war. But what sense does it make to bomb a whole city of just regular citizens that's just living their everyday life? And that's just an example of the desensitizing that went on back then. Now look at the form that it's in now. Everyone has a device in their pocket. You can find out something that just happened on the other side of the world as it happens in real time now. You know, but
Yeah.
there's the ability to, like you said, turn a very serious situation into a situation like, oh, this is just a meme, or this is not that serious, because we're seeing it how we see other content that's not that serious, you know
Yeah.
and the
Now,
desensitizing. Yeah, go ahead.
oh well, I was gonna make a couple points about the bombs being dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. See, I did some deep diving, and when I do a deep dive, I kind of go all in for a few days,
Hmm.
and Roosevelt and that cabinet knew about a possible attack on Pearl Harbor before the Japanese Navy or military attacked Pearl Harbor. Reason, see, America wasn't in the war at that time,
Hmm.
and so they withheld that information from all the sources that I seen. They withheld that information and let Pearl Harbor get attacked so they can join the war. Now, the reason why they dropped the nuclear bomb on Hiroshima, one of the reasons, not the reason, but one of the main reasons, is because Russia was advancing on Japan at this time,
Hmm.
and and America didn't want to share Japan with Russia. So they was like, all right, we're gonna end this before Russia gets to mainland Japan. And so they dropped the nuclear bomb on Hiroshima so they can take Japan for themselves, for America. And I love my country, but this government, like a lot of governments, are pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Like the Israeli government, what they're doing
Oh yeah.
now is pretty fucked up. They're committing genocide on innocent kids. I get Hamas and all them terroristic groups, and
Hmm.
they're evil people. They are evil people, but killing innocent children,
Yeah, that's
yeah, that ain't, you
mm-mm.
know I mean, that's bullshit. And they're putting bombs in those soccer balls
Mm.
and dropping them soccer balls. Have you heard about that?
I
Putting
haven't even heard
putting
about
like
that.
cluster bombs and soccer balls.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cluster bomb.
and
That's some
dropping
shit
them
you hear
off.
in Call of Duty.
Did you know that Jared
Yeah,
Kushner
man.
is really close
Yeah,
to Netanyahu? What's his name?
Netanyahu or
Netanyahu. Did you know that Jared Kushner and they're like this, and he's Jewish, and his father-in-law is the president of the United States, and a whole
yeah,
lot of the people in his cabinet advised him against even starting this war. But Netanyahu and
Yeah.
Kushner, they pushed it and he went with it, you know? And they was planning
Yeah.
this war even before, when I think they was planning it during his last administration, you know, because he's also building over there. They want to go over there and clear that out so he can have Trump paradise over there, you know? And it has nothing to do, it's not going to do anything for the American people. That's all for his family's benefit, you know?
No, you're right. See, Trump is the only president in the history of presidents that invests in stocks while he's a president. You
Mm.
know what stocks he's been investing in? Palantir and AI and these missile defense companies and all that. And he's making a killing. You know, Nancy Pelosi, she's $400 million richer now since she's been a congresswoman. And it's both sides.
It's both sides.
Yeah.
And I know people on either side is tired of that argument that it's
Yes.
both sides.
It's
You
both
know,
Mm-hmm.
it's one
sides.
against yeah, I mean, they don't care about us. They don't give a
Mm-mm.
shit about people like us,
Mm-mm.
you know. And when the ants start realizing that, they can start making a huge change and waking people up. And
And that's
people
what
like
we're trying
y'all
to
are
do.
helping. Yeah, we gotta wake people up. That's what it's soul. Like we got soul, we got spirit, we got a good spirit about
Mm-hmm.
us,
Oh yeah.
and we have to find other people who's got good spirits and good souls about them, and wake them the fuck up.
Well, we
That's
first of all we have to make it cool to be a person that has a good soul and a good spirit. We have to normalize these things because you got some people out here that's just NPCs, like they in Grand Theft Auto or something. They don't care what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They don't care about other people. You know, they just stuck. I mean, the attention span thing, like you said, that is horrible in so many different ways.
you're
And
right.
you can see it out here. Just go drive. Just go drive and see how many people do some bullshit and not have any regard for your life or anybody else's life out here on the road. You know, they'll cut in front of you. They'll not even use a turn signal to let you know where they going. You know, it's just simple stuff like that kind of lets you know the state of mind that people are in. And that may be something small, but the small things lead to bigger things. If you don't even care about a person's life while you driving, why would you care about my life? Or, you know, I'm just a stranger, you
They're
know?
on autopilot.
Exactly.
They're on
On
That part.
autopilot. We
autopilot.
got some Teslas walking around out here. For real.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
Some Tesla
That
bots.
that they have no self awareness yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's where waking people up is you got to be self aware and you've got to take care of your own backyard first. You got to fucking get your shit in order by realizing what you're doing and concentrating on what you're doing, and then that's when you'll find out, or in my sense, morals and what's right and what's really wrong, and realizing, holy shit, I haven't been conscious. I haven't
Mm.
been conscious. I've just been on autopilot for the whole time. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do comedy, I'm very passionate about comedy. I'm obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I find that it's a very lonely road because you'd be trying to build a team, but these other people ain't passionate like you are about it, and they'll drop off like flies.
Y'all not on the
But
same page.
one of the reasons why I want to do comedy is because if you can make people laugh, they'll pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to the shit that you got to say.
Mm.
You
That's
know,
a good way to look at it.
if you can be entertaining, they will pay it. Like you just said, just a couple minutes ago, you got to make it cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to make it cool. You got to have, and it takes time to unpack this message that you feel like you're just destined to tell, and it
Yeah.
takes time to just to articulate it correctly, to get all your ducks in a row, to get your sets in order. You know, it takes time, and I am patient now. When used to, when I was not conscious, when I was on autopilot, I wasn't patient. And now I'm patient. And even though I'm not promised tomorrow, I believe in God. I believe that there is a God. I'm not promised tomorrow, but if there is, I always thank Him every time I wake up. Thank you for another day, for letting me try again. You know,
Definitely,
thank,
Yes.
definitely,
thank
and
you for another day to get to try again.
and that's the thing
And
too. I think we need to make personal development a cool thing. I was just telling Sharon today, I had to check myself before going to work today because hey, I've got a job. I'm working from home. I don't have to drive in traffic or anything. So let me get out of this funk. Go ahead and do what I got to do, and get it done. But we have to look inside and see where we are mentally and emotionally a lot of times. And a lot of people, not only do they not do that, they refuse to do that. It's like there's a stigma with bettering yourself, like it's a negative thing. I work on myself every day. I try my best to work on myself every day because I know I'm not perfect, and I probably will never be perfect, but I can definitely continue to better myself. That's something I can guarantee, trying to be better. And I think that if everyone would think more like that, the world as a whole will be a much better place, because then we'll stop blaming other people and start looking inside at ourselves first.
Yeah.
And hey, Trump need to be the first one to get on this
Yeah.
new trend and look within. Hey,
He ain't going to do that, though. I mean, he's got everything that this materialistic world has to offer.
yeah.
He has all of that. And, the White House card, the UFC fight at the White House, which was one of the greatest sporting events of all times. It was one of the greatest, why it was one of the greatest sporting events of all time? The spectacle. The
Yeah, it was a
spectacle.
spectacle.
It was
Yeah.
a distraction.
Oh yeah, a huge distraction.
And
It's been so
and
many of those.
it was amazing. It was amazing. But it was designed to be a distraction.
Hey, you go ahead, back.
I think that we as a society need to normalize calling out the bullshit. And I think when you have people like us and people like you that call out the bullshit when we see bullshit, it's like, oh my God, this is not true. But if we're coming with facts and we're showing you receipts and telling you that this is some bullshit, then you believe it's bullshit. Now, if you want to be delusional and live in your world like everything's is rainbows and flowers and unicorns, hey, that's you. But this is really a lot of bullshit that's going on, and people need to normalize calling out the bullshit. I seen this one lady. She was saying that she seen this black guy pulled over by two police officers. So she stopped. She made it her duty as a Caucasian woman to stop because she know that her skin holds a certain type of privilege. And when she stopped, she asked the officer what was going on. He said, well, we need you to give us a statement of what you seen these two guys doing. This guy doing. And she was like, well, I just got here. I didn't see him doing anything. And she said how he rolled his eyes and told her, well, you just go and stand back up down the curb. Well, to make a long story short, they wind up being able to go just drive off because she was there and she was filming. And she know that if she's there and she's putting herself in the, I don't want to say in the line of fire, but she's there and she's documenting what's going on as a citizen. We can all say, oh no, it's no racism. Oh, I don't see color. But until you make a stand and stand up for when you know it's something that's wrong, then you're a part of the problem. You got to call out the bullshit when you see it going on.
No, you're 100% right, but there's a lot of cowards now, and they don't want to look not cool. A lot of people are scared to stand up for what's right because what's right is not going to be popular all the time.
Facts.
What's right is not going to be backed up by popular opinion, by a whole bunch of Facebook likes and all of this. What's right is just it's right, but in a lot of people's eyes that are cowards and they don't have your perception because they're still Autobot, they're still on autopilot. Um, it's wrong in their eyes, and you
Yeah.
got to go against that grain.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes going with the flow ain't the right flow. Sometimes going
Exactly.
with the flow is the wrong thing to do, and you just gotta. That's why having I don't care how anybody else believes, but my personal belief in God has helped me. He's my guiding light,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. And sometimes I go against that, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay for it in the end. But uh,
Hey, it
I
is
just
what it
ask for it
is.
to help me anymore. That shit
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. So, what do you think will be the best defense against mimetic warfare?
Meditation, and having some introspection of yourself, and being able to isolate yourself, not just shutting yourself off in a room all day every day. No, that's
Mm-hmm.
terrible. But you need to have some quiet time every day,
Yeah,
and shut
definitely.
everything off in your brain, and and like I pray. I
Mm-hmm.
try to pray every day and have that talk, and when I do, shit just starts lining up. Like if I'm making the correct steps or if I'm making wrong steps,
Mm-hmm.
I get to see it by
Okay.
having those quiet moments. Because we
Okay.
live in a loud world,
Yes,
We
we
do.
do.
world with so much noise, so much shit going on, so much
Mm-hmm.
this and that, and fucking the new Megan Thee Stallion trend, fucking all I need to kill a bitch is a pencil and a pad and this
Exactly.
fucking makeup, all that shit. Everybody doing that shit now. No, get
Yeah.
away from all. That's a
I
good
think.
trend, but get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I think also we could if we see something, let's say we see something on social media, let's say we see something on the news, we could always do further research from reputable sources rather than just looking at the narrative that's being created on social media or on ABC News or on Fox News. We've got so much we have the ability to get so much information now.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to just stick with the few sources that try to use the mimetic warfare. We can go to other sources and get the real story and see what's really happening. But because of the short attention spans, people don't feel like taking the time and energy to do that. They take the little bit of information they get from social media, they run with it, and that's it. That's the extent of the research. So I think we should start looking into things more too, because there's always something deeper beneath the surface. you know and the meditation and being silent, having some time by yourself, that helps you to think better, and that also helps you see through the bullshit. you know
Mm.
I see these doggone commercials. Oh my god, we're in Georgia right now, and they have a commercial about data centers and how all the data centers are going to pay their part and are going to actually make the cost of energy go down. And it's a bunch of bullshit because they created the commercial after all these protests about data centers, people going to the city council meetings trying to block the data centers, all of that. So, just knowing, like, I could see the commercial and I'm like, okay, there's a reason why they don't allow us to skip this on YouTube. That's because they want us to play the whole commercial to get this whole bit of propaganda out, and we can't skip it. And no
Mm-hmm.
matter
Yeah.
when they show this commercial, you can never skip this commercial. And it's just straight propaganda. It's straight propaganda because there's no data to show that the data centers are paying their fair share. There's no data to
They're
show
not.
that the data centers are the reason that energy costs are going down. And energy costs have not gone down, not from what I see. So,
No.
they're trying to make us think, oh, I guess they figure if they play it enough times, then we'll start to believe it, you know.
Uh,
So,
That's that's a great point that you brought up after following up after what I said about meditation. Do your own research, because that is a great point that you said, and I find myself doing that after I see a meme or see a news post or something. I'll Google it, and we are blessed with Google. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and we can learn a whole bunch by just typing in, "Hey, is this true or not?"
Exactly.
And you can learn
Exactly.
all kinds of things about it. But
But
we
you know,
almost had a data center creeping around Fort Payne where I'm at, and it's a beautiful area around there. But everybody was like, "No, hell no!" We all
Mm-hmm.
stood up together and like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't want this shit. But money talks and bullshit walks, so I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Yeah.
but you have to use other sources too, other than Google. You can use Gemini. You can use ChatGPT because Google is also on the mainstream, and it's people put information in there that's not true to sway opinions. You know what I'm saying? Because some things may be in Google that's not accurate. I ran upon that the other day when
Mm-hmm.
I was using Google, and I went and I asked Gemini the same thing. I used the same question that I asked Google, and it was totally different than the answer that Google gave me. So we have to use
Really?
multiple. Yes, you have to use multiple. I think it was about the Mandela effect. Yeah, it was about the Mandela effect.
And
What
also,
y'all learn from the Mandela effect?
Well, they tried to say that the Mandela effect is you have to excuse me, Tyler.
No, you
I'm
good.
in my menopause stage and I have a lot of brain fog, so
Oh,
sometimes I
I'm
can remember and
used to it.
sometimes I forget.
Nah, it's cool.
But they were saying how it's supposed to be like a mass like people a mass of people um what they said it was a false memory, but it's not a false memory if you remember something and it's the way you remember it. It could be false because that's the way you remember it. But they tried to say that the Mandela effect is a mass false memory that people are having,
mm-hmm.
and that it is something that wasn't, it wasn't
Like it's not
real,
true.
like it's
Yeah.
not true. But
Yeah.
that's not true because we all remember the Monopoly man with the little
The
glass on
monocle.
his
Yeah.
eye and the fruit of balloon
Yes.
with the basket,
Yeah. Now, yeah. When I was a little boy, I wore the hell out of some Fruit of the Loom draws. On that tag was a brown cornucopia with the fruit coming out of it. Cause I used to say fruit of balloon, not fruit of the loon. I thought it was some balloons or something coming out the fruit. But anyway, I remember seeing a brown cornucopia. Now they say that the things they've been doing in CERN, trying to crash these particles together, trying to find the Higgs boson, the God particle, may have reset the timeline or put us on a different timeline altogether. I don't know, but I do know what I remember, you know, and the Mandela effect. That's a totally different. That's another rabbit hole to go down. But
Oh
but
yeah.
yeah, they control a lot.
I remember
And
the
what's that?
I remember the cornucopia.
Exactly. So where does all this stuff go? You know, we
I don't know.
you got millions of people who remember the same thing, but it's false.
And you have to remember that CERN created the internet. A lot of people don't know that, but I did research. And they tried to say that they didn't create the internet, but they really did because the doctors that was working for the company, they was the ones that actually designed and created the internet. So it's all just a big loop of balled shit that we are in on this social media because it's something that was
Yeah.
designed to do what it's doing, and that's to distract the masses.
And yeah.
Yep.
On the flip side, we can use it for good, like what we're doing now, having conversations. The positive aspect of it is we can have a conversation with you in a totally different state and get a point across. And then not only that, upload it so the masses can see it. So there's the positive aspects of it as well, but that's just technology in general. But in closing, let us know what you have coming up. You got any
Okay.
shows or events?
Yeah. Thank you. I got a show in Chattanooga. Sorry. I got a show in Chattanooga on the 26th at Gate 11. Um, by the Chattanooga Choo Choo. I love that place. Great place.
Okay.
Then I got a clean show in Ringgold on August 22nd, and then but right now I'm really hammering down on the social media, creating content, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
getting more comfortable each time I post.
Okay, okay. Hey, all you got to do is just keep doing it, and the next thing you know, it'll be second nature. We in the same boat. Hey, trying to get it up and get it out here and make something happen. Definitely.
Do you
That's
have a
it.
YouTube page?
I do. I don't. I post some on there. I've had, couple thousand views, whatever, but I don't post as much like I do TikTok. I do TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook is my main three. I make all my videos on TikTok because I've figured it's got a good editing platform. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
editing uh, built-in editing app or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I got it figured out. I'll do lives on TikTok and I clip out. Do y'all make clips off
Oh
of
yeah.
y'all's lives?
We should definitely do.
Okay,
You
good.
will
Because
see one of this one.
all right, good, cool. Yeah, share it to me because people who does lives they're missing out on all types of content by not clipping out their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of people they'll just do a live and
And
not
that's
clip it
it.
out, not take the time and do a live. But that's like a week's worth. Like this right here would be a few days worth of
Of
content.
content. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
consistent.
That was the
Look
whole.
at you. I'm sorry. Look at you chopping it up. Chopping up that content, getting it out. I see you. I see you,
Hey,
Tyler.
hey, that's the whole plan. We
Chopping
trying
it
to
up like rails, chopping it up.
exactly.
I snort that bad.
We trying to kill three or four birds with one stone. Oh yeah,
Heck yeah,
definitely.
that's what we do.
Well, hey,
It's
we
a
want to.
pleasure talking.
It's a pleasure talking to you as well. Hey, we got to do this again anytime, anytime. And everyone, make sure y'all check out Tyler. He's on Instagram. He's got YouTube, like he said, and he's on TikTok. Check him out. It's a funny guy. Even go to the events, go to the shows. I'm telling you, we've been to Tyler's events, and hey, he's fun. He's a funny guy, so
Yes.
you won't be
Thank you.
disappointed.
And he's cool.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Tyler Perea Comedy on Instagram, and you can find and Tyler Perea Comedy on TikTok too.
All
So,
right, great. And everybody, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out conversationsone-on-one.com. And thank you, Tyler. We'll see you next time. And everyone, have a good evening.
all right,
Peace.
see y'all.
All right.
Bye. Bye. Bye.